Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickguard, and welcome back to Mindustry, where today I am going to do something interesting. Today I am going to be attacking my first enemy base. Where's... Okay, so unfortunately I won't have any thorium. Now, this will be the first time I have attacked an enemy base. The threat is marked as high. I have no idea what I am about to experience. I don't know what resources I am going to have access to. I don't really know how base fights work, although I assume I basically just need to build units. And let's move out and see what we are up against. Okay. So we do have thorium here. That's good. The enemy has its base. They've got a bunch of guns set up. Oh my god, they have so many facilities. This is their core. So that's what I need to take out. They've got real big scary guns. Oh my god, they have so many defenses. Okay. Do they have unit production? That is what I am most curious about. Okay, they have multiple bases. They have an air factory making monos. I don't immediately spot any other unit production. So we're probably only mostly dealing with monos. So if we can take out their power production, that will help to slow them down significantly. It looks like almost all of their power production is centered here. And okay, they've got ammo lines going into their weapons. So if I target the ammo lines, wow, this is going to be very difficult. Air blast drill, tsunami deficit. Okay. This sector is a high enemy threat level. Launching to such sectors is not recommended without proper technology and preparation. Yeah, I can see why you might be of that opinion. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to need is power. I do have access to thorium, so I could potentially get a thorium reactor going. All I really need to do that is 2.4 cryo fluid per second. So a single cryofluid mixer would be enough to do it. Cryofluid takes 60 power per second. We will also need a laser drill to access the thorium. And they take 66 units of power per second. Okay. So I need 66 units of power to get the operation started, which is 2 combustion generators. So we can just build 3 of them for simplicity. Honestly, why not just have like a full set of units? Then we're going to need our pneumatic drills going in. This will definitely have some extra, so we can throw an overflow gate on that. There we go. All right, and then we are also going to need the mechanical pumps. So the cryofluid mixer needs 12 water per second. So 2 mechanical pumps is enough to power it. The cryofluid mixer also requires titanium. Sure, we'll just run those to start. And run that into a junction. Run the junction up to here, which runs into a cryofluid mixer. And then the cryofluid mixer is going to output eventually to a thorium reactor. But first things first. Let's get the cryofluid set up. Okay, that's fine. Good, that's water. Cool. So I need resources and I need units. I need units very, very quickly. Okay. Good. So that is going to start generating power. And that is enough power to start the laser drill. I am going to need more pumps. I need that laser drill to be running more efficiently. We can also run a laser drill here. So let's run a router going into a liquid container. Part of that liquid container can output here to the laser drill. And part of that liquid container can output here to this laser drill. And then we need to run an output line from the thorium. Okay. Let's get more water going. Cool. There we go. We can immediately begin some thorium generation. Cool. Alright, laser drill ready. Run a power node. Okay. And this can run here. Alright. But we do still need more water. This is basically our only water supply for the mission. Okay. Alright, we have thorium on the line. So, we are going to run a router going into a thorium reactor eventually. Now, we got that set. So I've been looking through my database, and it looks to my eyes like I might benefit most from super long-ranged units. The fortress had a range of 29 blocks. I don't think anything else came close to the range of 30. Only my Gamma. Zenith is 19. So a range of 29 blocks. How does that compare to some of these other things? Like the Lancer doesn't actually say. So if I want to build fortresses, then I need to build daggers and then run them into the additive reconstructor and then the multiplicative reconstructor. So I can build a ground factory and I can have a payload converter which will run it into an additive reconstructor. Now, the thorium reactor, once I get that going, is going to make 900 power a second. That is less than I get with the differential reactor, but that's going to be okay. So building the daggers is going to take silicone and lead. And we're also going to need a lot of other stuff. Okay. Those are water. Oh. Oh. They've actually got... Yeah, just get rid of all those. Okay. That's fine. We can build another power node here. Water extractors, again, I can't actually read what they do. Air blast drills, I can't actually read what it does. But it looks like they go into a tsunami, and it seems it has cryo fluid going into it. So I assume... water extractors. Okay, what is outputting what? Okay, you are outputting titanium. You are not outputting anything. So you can output there. We can put a router here to help output titanium. Okay. And then, as I expected, this is being loaded with cryo fluid. Okay, so all of that is functional. And now we can build the thorium reactor. And then we can have the thorium feed line going off on it. Okay. So we're going to want you to build daggers. Yes, daggers which take 10 silicone and 10 lead, and I do have a fair bit of that right now. Then we need silicone and graphite to upgrade daggers into maces. So I can build unloaders, right? Okay. So we are going to unload silicone from here. Which is going to run into this to build the daggers. And then we are also going to need to unload silicone from there. You're able to output 11 items a second. That's good. So we put a router here and go like that. Okay, with an overflow gate here, anything that's overflowing is going to put onto the thorium line to feed back into our main system. So then we need lead here and graphite here. So we will run 2 more unloaders. Okay. So this one is going to output lead, and this one is going to output graphite. And we run a junction here, a junction here. So first, the lead. Which outputs here. And then second, the graphite. Which outputs into here. Okay. The thorium reactor is functional. Okay. All right. So here is the problem. We need a sorter here. And the sorter is only going to let thorium pass this point. If it's not thorium, then it's just stuff feeding off of the original line. So we fix that. We run in the thorium. Okay. We are all right. There is no other thorium. So this is building. Will it immediately go into the system? That is what I don't know, if it will automatically try to upgrade. But we're going to build a few batteries while we wait and see. It will immediately try to upgrade. Okay, good. So the second tier unit, the mace, fire streams of flame, that is not going to be useful. What we need is the multiplicative reconstructor, which takes a crap load of thorium. But in the meantime, I can at least get some units ready. The thorium line. Okay. We're going to have the thorium overflow output to a dedicated line. There we go. Okay. Thorium is outputting on is overflowing onto a dedicated line. That's fine. Honestly, I don't know why I did that. It's not like it can put out every single piece of this. Okay. This is perfect. So now I want to run a router here And I want to build a second thorium reactor. This is outputting enough cryofluid for 2 thorium reactors. I already checked those values earlier. We are already building our units, which is good. As thorium continues to collect, we will soon be able to build a multiplicative reactor. Okay. So they built units. So where are units moving? That's what I don't know. Okay. Okay, you're going this way. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay. Good work. Going very well. We need 650 thorium. Oh, right. They're building air units. They're specifically building monos. Oh, okay. Those are mining units. All right, yeah, that's fine then. That is absolutely fine. We are running an absolutely sufficient amount of thorium. That's fine. We really don't need to run that line down. Okay. We're doing good. Now that we hit the limit, the thorium is going to be collecting faster, and again, we just need 650. Almost there. Hopefully I am right that the ranged artillery units are good enough to take out basically whatever we could be dealing with. So let's move these guys out of the way. Let's build a payload conveyor. And let's actually start building that multiplicative reconstructor. And just for the sake of space, we'll have it output there. Okay, that's fine. Oh. 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 They broke my drill. Alright, boys, you know what to do. Beautiful. Okay. We're starting to run lower on lead. So what does it take to upgrade this? It takes silicone, titanium, and metaglass. Okay. The titanium line is exclusively running into the core. So we are going to run an overflow gate which outputs into here, and then a second overflow gate, which will feed back into the core. Let's try and leave a lot of space. There we go. Okay, that's fine. The other thing you need is silicone. So we're going to run a router here. And output there. And then we also need an unloader for metaglass. Okay. Alright, and that is the metaglass line. No. How is graphite ending up on the metaglass line? Okay, I think it was just an error. I think it was just growing pains. Alright, it looks like everything is flowing. So this is very expensive. But I think it will be okay. And once we start getting access to some of the enemy's resources, we will be able to expand. So salvos, for instance, have a range of 23 blocks. Fuses have a range of 11 blocks. Ripples have a range of 36 blocks. Lancers, 20 blocks. Okay, so the Ripple is about the only unit that actually has enough range to hit my artillery units. Since, again, they have a range of 29 blocks. So, I do think it's going to be okay. Alright. I needed to test if they will fire at me. They will fire at me. Okay. That's fine that you are so slow. I need to start attacking this. And it should be supremely out of your range. Perfect. Okay. Now that those facilities are established, how much power do laser drills take? 66 per second? Okay. So we're going to put 3 laser drills here. Now, my core is kind of an absolute mess right now. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, I do not have the materials that I need to make those work. Cool. Large node, large node, large node. Where on earth do I even cross this line? How do I feed into this? This is the overflow line. So that's okay. There we go. Plenty of copper feeding back into the core. Okay. So he will attack move by default. Good to know. We've also got another one active. And those ripples are the only thing I think they can build that is able to stop me. And those are thorium walls, so those are very tough. Okay. Cool. Yes, I need you to go here. That is my 3rd fortress. Alright. Will you stop if you go into range? No, you will go exactly where I tell you to move. Good to know. And we will soon have yet another fortress. I did say I was going to start using units. Oh, I meant it. It is insane how strong thorium walls are. Oh god. What the... Okay, they actually do have a couple ripples here. So, unfortunately, at some point, I am going to need to utilize those. I could build monos. And then the monos upgrade into polys. And then the polys upgrade into megas. which repair damaged structures. Okay, polys specifically do not repair units. Good to know. Are ripples able to attack air units? They specifically do not target air units. Okay. So, if I take a look at the defenses, they have 1 hail, 2 hails protecting their ripples. The hails also do not target air. So, if I replace this ground factory with an air factory, okay. So the one I specifically want to get here are the Zeniths, which start with flares. Okay. It's an expensive process. Oh, God. Okay. Crap. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. Up here, up here, up here. Okay. Okay. Our first priority has to be to deal with the ground units then. While we slowly wait for the existing units to get upgraded. Okay. And now we know how to deal with the ripples as well. Once again, I really need to see where those ground units are coming from. That's the air factory. Where on earth are the ground units being built? I don't know. Okay, the next time I get a sound telling me that an attack is going on, I will immediately pause it in order to detect where exactly the attack is coming from. Okay. I heard the sound. Okay, so they come from here. I think they just come from that Thor shard. Core shard. Okay, so slight problem. They do have an air unit. And the air unit is heading in this direction. The air unit is heading up here. Okay. So I need scatter defenses. And I need to be running a router line off of there into here. Okay, it is still taking them a while to get here. Get it built. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Crap. They are destroying my things. Crap. Damn it. Alright. Okay. All units retreat. Meanwhile, try to distract them. Try to distract them. Try to distract them. Distract them. Distract them. Okay. Rebuild everything. And while we are at it, grab hold of these units again. And move out. The fortresses do have, like, a kind of crazy amount of health. Okay, did they send more air units again? Do I need to start producing, like, a significant quantity of anti-air? Okay. That's fine. Alright. Nope, attack. So this is where they are building things. Alright, they auto-target units. Send in another fortress. And now we are finally upgrading... Okay. So let's evaluate the quickest way to actually reach their core. This is a bunch of scatterers. There we go. Not bad. All right, keep moving in. Okay, move in. I mean, I think this is working. I do definitely need silicone production, though. And I don't have any. I do have this Zenith. And as far as I am aware, there is nothing over here that can target it. I was correct in my assumption. Okay. Good. Move out. Okay, do they have air units on this? Okay, no air units on this one. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Okay. Those are the ripples. So I need anti-aircraft units. The Horizons cannot target air units. What can target air units? No, really, what can target air units? Okay, the bird seems to probably be the best option. Oh, okay, we can't build that. That's a naval unit. I mean, I think that's all we can do. Okay, Zenith. Go over here. Join your friend. Fortress Squadron. Go ahead and start working up here again. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Guys, move to the other side and then target the ripple. Excellent. Okay. So the next thing I want you to do... Zeniths, I want you to move here. And then up and around. And I want you to take out the ripple. Okay, and then take that out as well. Grab all these units and bring them over here. So we have a set of air defenses. Good. Move out. Can dagger or can flares attack flying units? Of course they can't. Okay. So I need flying defenses. Okay. We are going to build a scatter platform here, along with all the drills I could ever need. There we go. Ah. Whoops. Okay, Zeniths. Zeniths, need you to take them out. Okay, no air units again, that's fine. Let's actually get rid of all that. That's not practical at this point. Okay, that's fine. Come on, Zeniths, I need you to take out that Ripple. Nope, disassemble that one as well. Perfect. Okay, everybody move in. Now we can build the platform. And specifically, we can build the platform down here. So let's take out that duo. Cool. Fortresses, take that out. Cool. And drill, 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 drill. Cool. There we go. Okay, fortresses, move in. Sector 41 is under attack. Well, I don't know if you noticed Sector 41, but I'm a little busy right now. Nope, okay. There we go. Those duos are very annoying. Can you take them out, please? There we go. That's what I want to see from my boys. Oh, okay, okay. Move out, move out. Alright. We've got a new pack of super units. Let's move them in. Fortresses. I need you guys to take out the scatters. Yep, take that out. Very nice. Okay. So here is... Oh, no, those were the only other ripples they had. Okay. So they've got a Spectre. I don't know what a Spectre is, but I know they've got a bunch of duos guarding it. And the only really safe way to approach it is from the north. Okay. Move in. Keep going. Whatever it is, it requires thorium ammo. I don't trust that thing. Okay. Whoa, alright, move closer. Okay, it is extremely strong. I need to know if it can target air units. Okay, not only can it target air units, it's extremely good at targeting air units. Okay. That is a problem. So I'm going to move my zeniths around the back. Whoops. Okay. Move up and around. I'm pretty sure the zeniths outrange the duos at least. Okay, good. So ultimately the goal is to take out the core shard, I would imagine. They've got salvos protecting it, which can target air and have a crazy range. So the main thing I am worried about really is this Spectre. Okay. Alright, where are the enemies going to spawn this time? Okay, I don't see movement. Yeah, no sign of enemy movement. That's good. Okay, it's good. Pretty good. So we got all that taken down. The stuff on that side is no longer a threat. So the main problem really is just dealing with that specter, which is very, very heavily guarded. So I am going to need more units. But in order to get new units, I need silicone. I need silicone and lead. Are there any water sources in the areas that I have cleared? There are not. Oh. Oh, there's actually a whole nother like water source right here, and it's been here the whole damn time. Okay, that's fine. Power production is good, so it is time to build our cultivators, which take silicone. Okay. Am I screwed? Because I need sand to run the silicone. Pulverizers can turn scrap into sand. Do I have scrap? Do I have access to scrap? I've got some extra thorium. Okay, none of this is useful or necessary. So let's just go erase it. Because they are sitting on top of scrap. The pulverizer takes an input of... Okay, it's a 1-to-1 scrap eliminator. Sector 173 is under attack. Great. Yes, please disassemble that quickly. Okay. So, we want a bunch of drills producing scrap. As much scrap as efficiently as I can. Okay. So let's assume, let's just round up, every 2 of these is 1 per second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 per second. So if we assume 1 per second, Then we want to output to 4 pulverizers. Make sure we have power. Okay. So there is the output. And then we need a coal input line. Okay. Good. And that needs to output to my simple silicone. Okay. All right. The thorium line is probably the easiest way to do this. Okay. And we just need to make sure that we connect up the power node. And the scrap does need to run into the distributor for this whole thing to work at all. Okay. Let's move these units to the scatter defense line. At some point, I lost my zeniths, which is really unfortunate. And I am also going to need to somehow feed lead into this absolute monstrosity. Which is not looking like it's going to be simple. Alright, we got plenty of sand going out. We got plenty of coal going out. We've got silicone back online. Okay. So, I think we are in a pretty good position. We are starting to get our silicone. Ah, right. Okay. Build the. No, 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 no. Not overflow gate. We want a sorter. There we go. Okay. No, actually, router was the right thing I wanted here. All right. It doesn't look like any silicone made it onto that line. I really do need lead now, though. There's a giant field of titanium. Hmm. Lead. Okay. So this is going to be... Okay, it won't let me build within that range. Okay. Okay. Build the massive... build the massive lead line. Okay. This is basically going to burn through... Oh, crap. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How did I completely miss that there? Yes, please move up so you can take that out. Damn it. Here we go. Get that built. Yep, take it out, take it out, take it out. Perfect. Okay. Okay, the lead production is moving. Fascinating. All right. Let's get the additive reconstructor built again. I think I have basically crippled their ability to defeat me. At the very least, they either haven't been producing new units, or the new units they do produce have been effectively instantly destroyed. So I want to make sure that I am right about that. And go ahead and move in to take out their next batch of units. Fortresses seem to be a perfect counter for just about everything. Yeah, with 900 health and 9 armor. It's no wonder these things are just not being taken out. Okay, ground factory, good. And we're going to go for more fortress production. Okay. Yes, they do not seem to be producing any units. Those scatters, however, are exceptionally annoying. Okay, we're still far out of range of the Spectre. Let's go ahead and move in. Once we get more artillery up and running, we should be able to take out the enemy shard without too much trouble. Okay, very good. Alright, I want to get a sense for the range of the Spectre. Okay. Very, very long. That's how big its range is. Yeah. Your damage is nothing. RTD generators. No idea what that means. It's a real shame that I don't get to unlock enemy tech, you know? How is the silicone production line looking? Are we backed up at all, or is the rate going well? It seems to be going pretty well. But I can definitely crank it up a little bit more. There we go. Even more sand production. Okay. I think it's okay. We're not getting enough sand that every unit is active at the same time. Let's try to get even more scrap production going. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's run another pulverizer and another pulverizer. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that will start getting this out more efficient. Oh, dear God. I didn't even notice we built 4 new fortresses. Okay. Move in, boys. Oh. Okay. So the Spectre is poorly defended on... Yeah, it doesn't have a wall on the east side. So if I can maneuver my fortresses over here and then slowly work our way this way, cutting through the duos as we go, then we should have a very effective way to deal with that Spectre. And when the Spectre is down, we are basically just set. And we can easily defeat this base. Okay. So these are very slow moving. But let's get them over here as quickly as we can. Okay, no. These are under attack. We gotta take out this thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Sector captured. Well, that was easy. All right. Well, how are the sectors under attack going? 176 is 12% damaged, but holding. And sector 41 is 40% damaged. Oof. Sector 41 is actually in a pretty big pinch. That is unfortunate. But with an enemy base down, I have now permanently ensured that nearby sectors are going to be immune from attack. So I could just expand on the sectors near here. Just, you know, let them get attacked. And, you know, just use these new, now safe sectors as my primary resource production facilities. Which may honestly just be the best way to handle things at this point. Guaranteed safe sectors that I can turn into absolute factories of production that no one is going to be able to stop is probably the best way to proceed. But, I mean, I did it. I captured my first enemy base. I feel very proud about that. And I will see you all on the next one.